have to decide what's real and what's not or something. I got some that probably should plead out.
It'll be an interesting process for sure.
Does the jail know we're supposed to be here?
He's in jail. Oh boy. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go off the record.
Either well, who's doing the final conference?
Rachel.
Okay. I think I got 2 pleas on mine.
That's good.
We're just waiting to get the jail up here.
All right, it'll be a minute. Oh boy.
You got a lot of rain over the Fife Lake last night.
Yep.
How are your weeds growing?
They're long.
I got some weeds at the office like 4 feet tall. They're crazy. They're
Yeah, I haven't cut the lawn in a while because it's been too wet. I need to.
Oopsie. I just got your email.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
and you'll have
Oh
a
my
phone call
gosh.
from me too.
Yes, you can ignore both.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah.
So you guys are too young for that.
No, I know that scene, but I can't remember where it's from.
Oh, wait, from movies. These like movies, like well, there we go.
Dependent.
All right, we're looking for Sean Walker, officer. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Walker. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Good. All right, this is file 215307 FY1. That is People versus Sean Walker. Mr. Clark is here on the defendant's behalf and Ms. Meikenberg for the people. This is, apparently we're gonna address bond as well as, the defendant is wanting to waive his right to a preliminary examination. Is that correct, Mr. Clark?
That's correct. That's what you want to do, Sean, is that correct?
Yes, Dave.
All right, Ms. Mogenberg, the people agree to the waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Walker, you understand your right to a hearing in this case, and you haven't been threatened, forced, coerced, or promised anything to get you to waive that right, have you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so the examination has been waived. And the, let's see, is the next hearing August 13th again?
It is, Judge.
So the defendant is bound over the circuit court on the charges in the complaint to appear next on August 13th
There's your waiver.
at 1 p.m. Oh, I got one.
It should go.
I printed it.
You printed it. Wow.
All right, are there any, well, I guess, let's go to the bond part of this. So it's my understanding the defendant was taken into custody on a bench warrant for several violations of bond having to do with PBT testing.
He turned himself in last night, Your Honor. Is that right, Sean?
Yes, sir. Yes, Dave.
See, he called me yesterday when he was going to turn himself in.
All right, so is the defendant contesting the violations?
No,
All right, so is there anything you want to say about bond before we go to the arraignment?
Sean, why did you test?
I wasn't trying hard enough. I wasn't thinking things through. But I've been sitting in here now and it's pretty concrete that I don't like being in here.
So what was your initial bond? Was it a PR bond?
Yes.
And part of your PR bond was to test every day, or is it random? Or just
It was the test every day.
okay. And did you test it all?
Yeah, I tested. Yes.
Okay, you understand how important it is to test?
Very important to pass.
And if the judge releases you, where will you live?
I have my daughter's house in Kingsley where I can stay. I've been staying.
You've been staying there about a month now?
Yes. Since all this occurred.
Okay, are you working?
Yes, I work for Black Bear Builders.
So you understand how important it is to test?
Absolutely.
Judge, I'd ask you to reinstate his bond with the same conditions. I think he's learned his lesson. And maybe give it like a 2-day retainer, 2-day retainer, something like that. And let him out on Monday morning or Sunday morning, and then we'll proceed.
All right, Ms. Mogenberg, response?
Your Honor, if I can just inquire, they were missed tests, but not any positives, is that?
Okay, what I have is morning tests, a positive on July 1st, 0.011, July 5th, 0.007, July 11th, 0.044, July 20th, 0.007. There's a no-show for a drug screen on July 2nd. Let's see, another positive on June 18th, an 04 and an 038. And the smell of alcohol also noted.
Your Honor, given all of that, I guess I would ask the court to remand the defendant at this time. We can certainly address the issue on the 13th. At that point, he'll have had some time in jail and some sobriety behind him, but it really appears that he made no effort at all to comply with the bond conditions. So, thank you.
All right, well, I have to agree with the prosecutor in this case. The only effort I see put on is trying to sober up before the test in the morning. So the bond is canceled at this time. You can take it up with the circuit court on August 13th. Or if Mr. Clark files a motion before that time. But, you know, the bond conditions are there for a reason, and if you're not going to comply, I'm not going to play games with you. So let's go to the circuit court arraignment. Mr. Clark.
Your Honor, I've gone over the information of the complaint of my client a couple of times. Well, waive reading of it. He'll stand mute and have a not guilty plea on his behalf.
All right, and your client is familiar with the maximum penalties?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so I'll enter not guilty plea on the defendant's behalf at this time. And let's see, that's it for today, unless there's anything else, Mr. Clark or Ms. Mogenberg?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Wong.
Sean, you can call me.
I didn't write your number down, Dave.
Just ask for it. They'll give it to you.
Okay, all right. They just said.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.